They've got big fucking mortgages because they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well,
They have a lot of equity, though. That's the thing, is they bought a few years back.
Some of them, but
yeah.
even if you put 35% down on a 2-point-something million dollar house, like your mortgage is still going to cost you. Now it went from six grand a month
the increase
to
is
12 grand a month, right?
Like still there. Yeah.
It's big.
James, we want to know the truth. We want to know the storm that's out there right now. What deals are falling apart? What are the problems? Tell us about the crack. There's people right now whose interest rates have jumped up and that their mortgage payments are up 50, 75%.
I got a client with the renewal, and he's trying to downsize basically because he's got the renewal numbers from the mortgage broker. And he's like, I can't afford that anymore. I'm living in a $2-something million home, which is obviously really nice, but he's like, I can't afford these new, $6,000 to $10,000 payment change.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I'm downsizing basically. So, I mean, I'm sure that story and narrative will continue throughout and trickle throughout. Right. But
yeah,
I mean,
65% of mortgages renew by the end of 2024.
But it's those ones
who are going to be like facing right now. We've only really had a fraction of the people be paying higher interest rates. Like if you were on an adjustable rate, variable rate, or you had to renew over the last year.
But it's the renewals on those big
a bunch of other people who are sitting on that 3% interest rate who are now going to be coming up for renewal soon. They were on a fixed mortgage.
Right. And they're like, and they've got big fucking mortgages because they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well,
they have a lot of equity, though. That's the thing, is they bought a few years back.
Some of them, but even if you put 35% down on a 2-point-something million dollar house, like your mortgage is still going to cost you. Now it went from 6 grand a month
the increase
to 12 grand a month, right?
Like still there. Yeah.
It's big.
So we have
it's big. There's a lot of
fat. There's a lot of places out here that have 30 to 50% no mortgage on the land, right? Like no mortgages on the spot. So you have to think that there's another percentage, half of those, let's say, is going to be, they probably have a 10, 15-year mortgage or 50% equity or 70% equity in their place
comfortable
already too, right?
Yeah.
Super comfortable, right? So and those people will be able to extend. It's more the people that are probably have purchased in the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
That are
or took on a lot of debt, and just kept on refinancing and stuff.
The bigger pinch.
We looked at a chart that showed the percentage of mortgage-free properties, and Vancouver was the highest.
Yeah,
49%.
Exactly. Right. There's some spots, some little pockets in Vancouver that are 40-50%, which is
between
crazy, really.
just
how many of those
are okay? Just between you and I, we won't share this to anybody.
Where's
Why
the money
do you
coming
think
from?
that? Where'd that money come from, James?
Hold on. Before you answer that,
49% don't have mortgages, and the prices are like $4 million.
What percentage of them are vacant as well?
But first question,
a lot, right?
Where's the money come from? Where's the money come from?
I mean, I think a lot of them have just owned it forever, right? I think that's it too. But I mean, obviously the big panda in the room is
panda in the room. He had to say panda in the room.
Is yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So this is what it is, though, right? Like you have there is a clear distinction between the Vancouver and the Toronto markets, and that's it. There's just a significantly amount of homes that are bought by people either who are new to Canada or living outside, who have bought their properties cash and they don't have mortgages. And the numbers speak for that. The anecdotal tales tell about that. We have neighborhoods in Toronto where there's vacant homes. There's a place called Cachet Estates, and it's like 6 to 10,000 square foot houses, like the bigger modern ones, or like a bunch of 4 or 5,000 square foot houses built 30 years ago, and they're all on like 2-acre lots, stuff like that. And if you go on some of the streets, there's like 4 empty houses. People don't live there. They're just empty mansions in Markham.
Just someone was saying. I mean, I saw someone saying there have some people in our office here. They're talking to their clients and they're like thinking just not even renting it out anymore. Like there's no point of renting out their place, and they'll just pay the spec tax at whatever, I think it is 5% or whatever, and just sit there and just hold it as a store of money instead of having to worry about
a tenant,
landlord being a landlord and dealing with tenants and stuff. So
I mean, you get the wrong tenant and it costs way more than the rent you're bringing in these days, for sure, especially in the nicer houses.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our Clips channel. Why don't you go and check out some more clips? We got lots of other good content somewhere over here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Boom.
That was good.
That was good.
I like that. That was good.